Good day, everybody. Good day. Welcome back to week 7 of the PMPL Draft League, Wi-Fi Draft League. Today we're playing against Noel, and this is off rip. One of the scariest offenses I think I've ever seen. This Speed Blues Blaziken is legal. It was an 18-point mon, and we just kind of said it was okay. So, it's been doing well, but it's not like it hasn't been that crazy, so it's doing fine. But it's still a speed boost Blaziken, so it's like you're always gonna be worried about it. And on top of that, it's paired with Iron Bundle, Raging Bolt, and Lando I with Sheer Force. And those four right there, that's an insane offensive combo right there. Those four, it's a very hyper offensive team, as you can see. Not even a whole lot of defensive mons, really just Sylveon or Worm, Torkoal, Vullaby, Terra, Bug, Guy. But I think the one thing that does work out in my favor, that's very nice, is that Torkoal and Iron Bundle have kind of bad synergy together. Because you can't, if you want to bring the Sun, then Bundle gets a lot weaker. And if you don't bring the Sun, then Blaziken and Raging Bolt become a lot easier to handle. I did most of my prep assuming Torkoal was not going to come because Iron Bundle is just really hard for me to switch into, and I think you want to keep that going as much as possible, more so than enabling the other guys, even though those can get out of hand, so I'll have to see how that ends up playing today, but here's what I got. So we got the Choice Specs Iron Valiant. This is pretty impossible to switch into for her team. Specs Moonblast alone is just really good into pretty much everything here. Like, what's the fairy resist again? Torkoal and Worm, and those do not want to come in on an Aura Sphere. Choice Specs Aura Sphere actually one-shots any Earthworm variant that's not Choppleberry. So, and also those two have no recovery, so even if I can click Moonblast and like still break those walls down for itself. So I want to get this in as many times as possible and just click Moonblast just to have a free click. We got Mixed Defense Gliscor, Stealth Rock, Earthquake, Toxic Protect. This is primarily for, well, this Gliscor is more like a secondary defensive piece, as you'll see with the other things I got, but it's there to help prevent Raging Bolt from spamming electric moves, take some hits from Blaziken, Landorus, and just set up rocks. And Earthquake, Toxic, as we've seen pretty much from not only this whole league, but Gliscor in this whole generation. It's just those two moves are very hard to switch into. They pair so well with each other, there's nothing that can really switch into both. This team is the rare example where they do have something that can switch into both in the Worm. So it's a very unique dynamic because Gliscor and Worm cannot really do anything to each other, and they can just kind of set up hazards. I'm not bringing hazard removal this week, but Stealth Rocks are going to be really nice for chipping down Lando, Bundle, Blaziken, all the offense outs over there. So that's why I'm running that over Spikes, because like Lando, and because if it is a non-heavy duty boots bundle variant, then 25% is going to really add up in limited switch-ins. And the only hazard removal is Torkoal, right? And Vullaby, yeah. And those are like exploitable, very exploitable. We got Physically Defensive Skeledirge. This is for the Blaziken. Now, Blaziken does have a couple options to hit this. It has Stone Edge, Knock Off, and Earthquake, but I guaranteed live one of any of those, and I can just do huge damage with an Earth Power, and that alone will kind of put it in range of either of my priority options. And that's kind of how a lot of this game is going to go, is just kind of trying to take big hits, dish them out, and then clean up with the fast guys, the priority users. Torch Song, Yawn, Slack Off, Earth Power. Pretty self-explanatory moveset. I just want to Yawn over Willow in the case that I do just want to put the Blaziken to sleep and not Earth Power it for some reason. Like if it's on a balloon or something. and I don't want to Torch Song it. It gives me a more like immediate option in that scenario. Kingambit. This guy is a monster into this team during the mocks. Swords Dance, Sucker Punch is very, very threatening in the late game. Nothing can really switch into this well. There's Vullaby, Orthworm, and Torkoal. And those guys are like, again, no recovery on these two, so they're going to keep getting chipped. And the Vullaby is like, it's not as great a switch in as you think, especially after I start racking up Overlord boosts. Iron Heads hit hard. AV Aloe, this is the bundle answer. If it is not, like, if it is heavy duty boots, then this cannot 2-hit KO me. I can blow it away with a Mirror Coat, or flip out on it and get a free switch into something, like Vacuum Wave Iron Valiant, which does one-shot the bundle. I do have Aqua Jet on this as well, to keep the priority up for things like Blaziken and Lando, which also Lando is kind of invalidated by this mod. There's not much it can really do. We eat Life Orb Earth Powers all day, and even if it wants to nasty plot, I can either do huge damage with Liquidation and the Aqua Jet, or just Mirror Coat on it, because it can't kill me, and it gets no coverage for me. And we got AV, excuse me, AV Terra Electric Regigigas. This is another Raging Bolt answer. I went with Terra Electric over Terra Ground, so that way I can use it for bundle as well. I take 2 hits from Specs bundle, and do huge damage to it with Terra Electric Thunderbolt. Earthquake knockoff, Earthquake to hit the 2 guys that are weak to it, knockoff for general utility. And I put Brick Break on there because I didn't really need anything in the last slot, and I can see like Screens Rabska coming as like the Valiant switching, so I have that just in case. Alright, now let's get into the match. Alright, we're in. So this is a little different from what I thought. No Rabska means like no Valiant switching, essentially. Wow. No Landers either. Actually, there's Landers right there. I'm dumb. What did they not bring? The Sylveon, I feel like I didn't prep enough for. I feel like I should have seen that coming, but I didn't. Oh, no Vullaby, so Gambit actually looks crazy. Alright. And the Torkoal bundle, like I said, I didn't expect at all, so I'll have to see how big an issue Sun becomes, but we do have ways of playing around it. I need to limit bundles' switching opportunity or abilities to just stand in and do damage, so I need to lead something that can handle it. No, we lead Gigas. We lead Gigas so we can Terra if we need to. And also Mola can switch into things easier than Gigas. So we're gonna go ahead and lead that. And it is Terra Ice on the Sawsbook. Sawsbuck is not... Does Sawsbuck still get fighting coverage? I think it's handled by Skeledirge regardless of what it wants to do. Especially if it's Terra Ice. They do see the bundle lead, so that's why I wanted to lead something that can handle it. So I'm very free to just stay in and click knockoff because I'm not super threatened by it. I don't want to take huge damage though. I just don't. She knows I'm Terra Electric because we DM Terras because Terra preview. So I don't think she wants to stay in and take any hit. So I think Terra knockoff is just the play. And I'm pretty sure the bundle can't do anything to me. So do decide to stay in. Might be flip turning. We'll see. Does decide to flip turn, so knockoff was the correct play. And we're gonna cripple something here. Terra Ice Sawsbook. Got bundle with flip turn. We've got Lando, Sylveon, Torkoal. Do see the Lando come out. So knocking this off is huge. Yeah. Now this is like super weak to Mola. Oh, there's no Blaziken. That's actually really nice. Raging Bolt. Okay, so that's just all written down. We go Mola on this always. It can't do anything, especially now that it's lost its thing. It could knock off, but it's a Landorus, so I mean, I'd have to take the knockoff on something. See U-turn come out. Actually did a little kind of a chunk. I didn't write down the numbers. I'll have to calculate once the numbers come back up. Brought me down to 459. Did 75. I just want to see if it's like mixed or not. U-turn. Item none. Do I stay in on this, or do I just flip? My two options are Mirror Coat or flip. I could get some huge Mirror Coat damage off. I'm gonna flip just to make the safe play, just in case they decide to switch. That's not specs. That's very not specs damage. Do I just go into Val? I could go into Gigas, but I would have to knock off again. I don't really have a play on that, because I can't T-Bolt. So we're just gonna go into the Mockingjay. I think I have to Vacuum Wave, because I can't take a pump. No way I take a pump, right? Oh, that Lander is like... Yeah, that Lando's like not invested in attack. Okay. Iron Bundle. Heavy Duty Boots. I do not take a pump. I have to Vac Wave, unfortunately. Yeah, I wasn't sure what she'd even want to switch into anyway. Probably the Torque. Oh, he's still Sylveon, that makes more sense. Does a whole lot of nothing. We don't see leftovers, which is interesting. Sylveon just kind of invalidated by Skeledirge. I have Dirge and I have Aloe, but Aloe's kind of passive into this. I think I'm just gonna go Dirge and start and either throw off a Yawn or a Torch Song. I'm only really scared if it's like specs, but I think you have to be defensive if you're playing into Val. This is probably Heavy Duty Boots Wish, if I imagine. Baton Pass, yeah. Good play. But I can't risk losing Valiant, so I couldn't stay in at all on that. Landorus. Just go Mola every time. No reason not to. Ooh, the Gravity Tech. So that was that was assuming Gliscor was the answer, but Gliscor doesn't take like Life Orb Psychics well, especially after Plot. So that's why I have this. This is a better build for it. We're gonna take our flip here. I highly doubt she's gonna stay in, and even if she does, I can just come back. Big crit, big crit. Valiant's faster than this, so I can just throw this out. Now we get our Moonblast off. Yeah, nothing's gonna take this super well. Find out some more information on Sylveon. Because that's definitely what's coming in, right? Okay, that's not a 2 KO, so I have to swap out. Can I learn anything from that? Is that specially defensive or what? Yeah, I think it is. That's like max special defense. Maybe not max actually, but a lot. Which means it's not as scary like Gambit, which is nice. But we're still not gonna... No, we can go Dirge. Because if they do the Lando play again, I just go back to Mola. Like, I'm winning these. If this cycle kind of continues the way it's going, then it's in my favor. I don't know if she's gonna stay in or not. I don't want to... If she does stay in to protect, I guess Torch Song would be better, because that's like an expected move. Nothing even switches into it will. Actually, the Bolt does. And I really don't want Bolt coming in for free. I'll just yawn. It's not a big deal if I reveal it and she stays in. We actually don't even know who's faster. Skelly is faster Skelly's base 66, isn't it? Yeah, so I'm faster naturally. You'd have to be invested to be faster. Does Baton Pass pass the yawn? Like the drowsiness? It is not, so I'm just gonna put some damage on this. Because Baton Pass is definitely coming out here. Get some damage. And make myself a bit more of a threat. Actually decided to stay in and wish. Probably gonna try to wish into something else. I just get some more damage on this. If she wants to stay in and protect again, I'm only getting stronger. I expect it to just take the hit and Baton Pass out though, but that's getting a +1 hit on this is going to be more helpful for Valiant. I don't actually know if it puts it in to a KO range, but yeah, so they actually just go hard into this, which is respectable. So +1 did nothing. Does that mean it's AV? Or no? Or like bulky? Raging Bolt, Skeledirge, +1. That did not do... I don't think that did 18 to 20%. That could be... That did like maybe 10%, maybe a little more. That might be Assault Vest. That's a possibility. I think I just go Regigigas always though. Yeah, because if it Calm Minds, it's a lot more threatening to Gliscor. But at the same time, I need Regigigas for the bundle too. Well, I don't. It's more of a backup. I'm gonna go Gliscor. This is like the most... Like... Gliscor does best against this thing more than anything else, and nothing can switch into EQ Toxic. Okay. Draco comes out, so it brings me down to 108. $243. Oh, so that's like not fully invested in Spatak then. Or it is, it's just not modest. So it could be like, it could be something. What This next one's doing 141. Do I just protect to heal? Or do I swap out? What would come in? Nothing can switch in well. We're just being offensive. I'm just gonna take my healing. Yeah, I know I could have probably... I probably could have Toxicked or Rocked, but... Yeah, I probably should have, but I don't know. I just wanted to make the safe play. I'm just gonna protect again to get some more healing. Because at least now we do take a -2 Draco. With our current HP. I'm still going Mola on this regardless, because it's regen, and I can handle it just fine. Just let me make sure I can take 2 of the one move. 1, 2. $222 max. If it's modest, we actually can't take 2, but I can take 1 and then hard switch out. Is that worth it? No, it's not. We need to rack up unnecessary damage. I'll just go Regigigas. I guess it's only bad for me if they flip, but I mean, Lando's a non-factor at this point without Life Form, and I don't think it has knockoff. What do I want to do? Do I just throw off another knockoff? I guess it's the best hit I have on Lando, and it still cripples anything else if she wants to switch into something else. I could have actually gone to Mola there, because then if they bring in something I don't like, I can regen. That would have been better. But knocking off this is nice. Heavy duty boots. Is it fair to just assume this is defensive? Uh, 8 to 10%. That's about right. I just want to switch into Gliscor, so I want to make sure it's not offensive. I could get some HP on Mola, too. I mean, I don't want to get burned. I'm probably just going to go score here. Yeah. I mean, Dirge isn't bad either, but this is probably going to set up Stealth Rocks if I imagine, or throw out a Willow. Stealth Rocks would be the better play, IMO, but... Or they make an insane double. Yeah, Stealth Rocks come out. Now's the time to put up my own? Or do I Toxic? What comes in here? Could go Lando. Could go Sylveon, or could stay in. I think those are the plays. So, we Toxic or Stealth Rock here for sure. I don't think any of those are super threatening, so I'm gonna get up the rocks. I don't require a Toxic on any of them. And I don't think you're gonna go hard Raging Bolt on this. Goes as the Saw's book. This is a Chlorophyll one, right? Yeah. Sap Sipper, Serene Grace. Am I threatened by this at all? Can I Toxic this? It's Swords Dance, but... And it has high horsepower, so it can't hit Dirge. Yeah, this doesn't look like it can hit me very hard. Yeah, before Swords Dance, this thing is pathetically weak, so we're gonna just throw off a Toxic now. I could even protect the turn after to stall Sun and rack up Toxic damage before I swap into the Crocodile. Bullet Seed comes out, so it's probably loaded dice. It's gonna do a decent chunk, but nothing I can't cover off. And I already got my rocks up too, which is really nice. I really like rocks in this game. I'm just gonna protect. I don't want to need to take unnecessary damage. They could swap out, but I'm not that scared. I don't think they're gonna do anything drastic. Yeah. So this is a good protect. Blocks the bullet seed. And then just to save HP on this, I think we go Dirge. Because there's nothing it can do to Dirge. And I don't want to take a hard hit on Gambit. I don't want to make that aggressive play if they do decide to go for high horsepower. If they're rocking the double kick tech. So let's make the Dirge play. Does this get like Leech Sheet or anything? It does get Leech Sheet. Doesn't get knockoff. And there's no Blaziken either, so I'm actually not that worried about this. I actually forgot it was Terra Ice, so I'm very glad I did not stay in there. Completely forgot it was Terra Ice. Which begs the question of why they... Oh, so you... I don't know why they bullet seeded them. Alright, my OBS was being messy, but I think I fixed it, so... Yeah, this doesn't threaten me. I think I just throw off a Torch Song, right? No? I'm throwing off a Yawn. I changed my mind. Again, I don't want Bolt coming in and getting free damage. Yeah, so good Yawn on my part. We do see is not heavy duty boots. Not leftovers either. And it's not booster energy, so I have no idea what the item is. It actually could be Assault Fist. That's probably exactly what it is. Do I go Regigigas and take all that damage? I kind of have to, don't I? I could go the Culling. But I half expect the Volt Switch to come out here, but I'm also too scared to go Gliscor. So we're just gonna go Regigigas. Unless I stay in and slack off. That's actually not bad. How much does this do to me? I'm really running out of time. I don't think it can kill me. Yeah, 327 damage at most. We're gonna slack off. Decides to swap out hard into the Sylveon. So I can just start Torch Songing again. So get some more chip on that, which is nice. Probably gonna go hard into the Bolt here. Goes into Lando, which is nice for me, because we get more chip on it, and this is, again, at this point, it is a non-factor. This is just free Mola healing. That's exactly what this is. It only did so much damage before because it got that crit. This next one's not going to do anything. Stealth Rock Chip hurts, though. That Stealth Rock Chip actually really hurts. There's nothing we can do. We just gotta regen it off. She's getting shipped as well. Also, we do confirm heavy duty boots on the Sylveon. Tom Pass, Wish, Protect on Sylveon, right? This thing looks very passive. I might just actually bring out Gambit next time on it. Huge chip. We go back into Dirge here. No reason not to. This thing is not threatening to Dirge at all. I probably look so good for staying in on the Terra Ice and clicking Toxic. when the Bullet Seed came out, but like I actually just forgot about Terra Ice, so that's really funny. I'm gonna eat that for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I'm anticipating they just sack this off now, so I'm just gonna toss out an Earth Power in case they Earth Power covers if they want to go into the dinosaur. And I don't think I need to yawn because I think they're just gonna sack this off. High horsepower comes out, does a ton. Oh my gosh, a crit. I should have slacked off. I really hope that's not gonna be a problem later, but I can heal versus Sylveon, it's Oracle, so I think I can outplay it. So probably gonna see one of these offensive threats come back in. Do I even? I can still take a Draco from Bolt, right? Oh yeah, no, this does. It's not like specs or anything, so that does nothing to Gigas. Issue is Gigas is getting low on HP, and we're not rest this week. Get some more Stealth Rock chip on this. Do I actually want to sack off the Skeledirge? I don't. I mean, it doesn't really do anything. I mean, it beats Sylveon. I have other ways of beating Sylveon, though, but... Is Bundle gonna be more of an issue? Yeah. Yeah, I'd rather keep Gigas healthy rather than keep this around, so I'm just gonna... throw out a Yawn. Because if they don't kill me, it means they Calm Mind. And now I think I can actually bring out one of my own offensive threats. Can I just win with Gambit yet? Am I in winning range? Torkoal's pretty healthy. I don't... How much does a +2 Kowtow do? With one ally fainted. Not enough. Actually, with Stealth Rock chip, I don't think I have enough chip on it yet. We're just gonna make the Valiant play. Yes, Dirge was mainly here for the Blaziken anyway, so I don't mind losing it. We just attack where they can't defend, so we throw our Moonblast out here. And even if it is Assault Vest and they live, they're -2, so they can't do much back anyway. And we remove a big offensive threat. Let's decide to stay in. We don't get the kill, unfortunately. But it is in Stealth Rock chip now, or Stealth Rock range now. So that thing is a non-factor. They could have Rapid Spin on the Torkoal. I can't deny that possibility. It probably does have Rapid Spin, more than likely. Do I want to go Gambit now? Or do I want to... I kind of want some regen on one of these two. They're probably just going to Baton Pass, right? And I don't want Bundle coming in, so I think we go this. Yes. Because they can't bring Bolt back in, and Bolt is the biggest threat to Mola. And if they throw out a Wish, then I can take a slow flip turn. And the Stealth Rock's procs before the Wish does, so Bolt will perish. Confirm Hyper Voice is the last move. And now I think it's Gambit hour. I really should have calced how much damage that just did, but I think this is, based on the damage I've been doing, this is a more defensive build. And even then, we are still max special defense on Gambit, so we can take hits. We are minus speed though, because of I want it to be slower than the Vullaby, so it could get, so it can't slow U-turn versus me. Do I throw out an Iron Head or do I Sword Dance? Again, I don't think I can win the game just yet, so I'm gonna throw out an attack. Can I take 2 Hyper Voices? Yes. It'll hurt, but I can. So I can kowtow first, because I think they're going Torkoal. And I can chip it into my range of myself, basically. Yeah, so that was not in range yet. So now it is definitely in range. So now, next Sword Dance opportunity I get, I can basically win the game. Let's go Gliscor, just in case a Willow comes out. And even if they Rapid Spin, I can actually put the hazards back up. Because Raging Bolt is still alive. Spin comes out. I kind of want to drop an Earthquake. Because I'm not that threatened by Lando because it's not Life Orb. And if they do make an aggressive play, like going hard Bolt on a Stealth Rock or something, that could be bad for me. So I'm gonna Earthquake. Even Sylveon I get Chip on. The Bundler comes out. And it's in the sun, so it's even more of a non-factor. That does huge chip. Huge chip. We still always go Mola. Always go Mola first. Probably gonna see a flip turn. Yeah. And that's gonna basically bring us back to full HP when we swap out. I don't like bringing the electric guy back in, but does this thing get Morning Sun? It does not. Okay, perfect. It gets no recovery outside of rest. Now we go Gigas. Yeah, now we go Gigas. Or yeah. I'm basically sacking somebody off to this thing. That's basically what I'm doing. Maybe I should have sacked the Gliscor instead, but I do like having the thingy. And we do actually see an aggressive double into the bundle, which makes Regigigas the correct play because I can handle this. And I can handle it even better in the sun because its strongest move, Hydro Pump, is going to be weakened. So this is very nice for me. Oh, the sun's gone. Never mind. Wow. That Lando can still come in for free. I don't even care about the Lando, man. I kind of just want a Thunderbolt. Because that thing is so weak now. Even Gliscor can come in on it. Because it has the gravity first. I don't know if that's a good play. What else could they go into? The Sylveon, the Torkoal. I just don't know if they're going to stay in or not. Knocking off items isn't bad. I'm going to Thunderbolt once. Because I would like to get Chip on Torkoal. I guess Chip on Torkoal doesn't matter that much anymore. So I probably should have knocked. Knocking off the Sylveon boots would be nice. I think I'm just gonna stay in and knock at this point. I don't have a lot of HP left on this thing. We do get a Para, which is pretty nice, but unfortunately means we can't get a Toxic off on it. But now it's slower than Gambit, which is nice. Do I want to just go hard? I think I do just go hard Gambit, because like I said, I can win the game if I get a Sword Stance up. So we're gonna go for it. There we go. I think that's game. I'm almost certain that's game. Everything is so chipped now. Even if they go hard into something, if anything, they could. It might just come down to Sucker Punch PP. That's what it comes down to now. Like, if it's Encore Bundle... Actually, it's not Specs, so I don't even have to Sucker the bundle. Which is nice. Actually, we do if he gets this... If she gets this Hyper Voice off here. But they go for Wish instead. Alright. Time to start laying the hurt. Time to go mobile. So the if how I remember this works, the Wish shouldn't pop because it got knocked out. The Wish would be going off right now. So this should not be getting the Wish. Is there a chance I'm slower than this? 76. I am 94. So I'm gonna say no and just kowtow. Nice. And the culling begins. We are in the end game now. Sucker Punch. Look at you go. The sun's up. I'm gonna kowtow. Now I'm even less for it. Oh shoot. Oh, I might have messed up. Wait. Okay, how many Sucker Punches do I have? 6? I can't let Raging Bolt come in for free, is the problem. Actually, I kinda can. Do I throw off a Sucker and potentially... No. No, because Valiant can win. Valiant can win. So I'm gonna go sack this Gigas. I believe we can still eat a Thunderbolt. With our Terra Electric and our AV, I think I can still eat a Thunderbolt from this. Maybe not. We still just throw off an attack. Oh, Thunderclap. They didn't know about the slow start. Gigas. I think the save differential, we go Mola and flip into get Val. Because this can't 2-hit KO me without a crit. Nice. Take our flip. No freeze. Oh no. We still win, but I think now we got a sack. So it's gonna be a 4-0. I could go Gambit as well, but no, we're just gonna let something die. Sorry, Regigigas. I'm sorry, my son. I kind of want Gambit to get the final kill, because it's been going crazy. We got 3 more kills this game, let's do it. Let's finish this where we started. And I can kowtow. I'm not even sucker punching. If they get a Hydro Pump crit and kill me, I'm gonna be very sad. There we go. There we go. That's Iron Bundle. So GG's to my opponent. There was some hacks there with the paralysis. I'm not gonna beat around that bush. But there were some early game crits that were on her side as well. Overall, fair game, good game. Like I said, a little bit of hacks, but that's the game. What can you do? My OBS actually did like cut out like in the middle of that game, so I hope I can put it all back together and fix it. So hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you next week, where we take on the other undefeated coach in the league. So that's gonna be one for the ages. So I'll see y'all there.